Actually, I was talking about this with Bodie the other day, and he kind of started crying, and it was really sad. He said, Mom, I thought you said Jensen was gonna get better. Hello, MTM fam, welcome to the vlog today. Well, this isn't actually gonna be a vlog, it's gonna be an update, because every time after we have an incident with Jensen, like how he had his choking incident last night, we always get lots of questions about how he's doing, about if he's gonna have problems like this long term. So we just thought it would be a good opportunity for us to do an update on him. So the kids are in bed and it's me and Dee, and we're gonna give you guys a Jensen update. All right, here we are doing an update for you guys on Jensen. Okay, so
was that a where do we start?
Yes, where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? He actually has a lot of good things going on right now.
Yes, he does.
I think I just get a little bit emotionally drained when he has an incident. So as far as choking goes, let's address that first. He probably gets food stuck when he's eating a couple times a week, maybe. I know he's had it happen one other time this week, and then he had the big choke. So I would say maybe once or twice a week he gets, like, we're like, hurry, go get him a drink of water type of situation, right? But as far as like a full-blown choke, he also choked for our babysitter the end of September, beginning of October. So it's been about a month, a little over a month since he's had like a full-blown choke. Otherwise, he's doing really good. He eats really well. And I also was trying to like think in my mind, okay, he's probably choking because we are really letting him eat.
Yeah, normal, just like the rest of our kids. In fact, we still cut the things up and or don't let him eat the same things that we let our other 2-year-olds eat when they were his age. But we have gotten more relaxed on.
Yeah, we've gotten more lenient. And so I don't know if that's why he's having incidences or if he would be having those either way.
It's a fine line because we're also trying to teach him how to take appropriate size bites. So it's not like we're just giving him this food and saying good luck. We're just trying to help him learn.
And it's unpredictable because he could do really well on something like a banana is one thing he's choked on. He eats a banana every single day. He would eat bananas all the time. And then one time he choked on a banana. So that's the thing that's hard because it's not always new food. So we don't always know when to be worried. Another thing that we're dealing with is his development. Like, you guys, he's a 2-year-old. So if he wants to shove 100 goldfish in his mouth, he doesn't really shove 100 goldfish in his mouth. But I'm just saying, like, if he sees that we're coming to take his food away because we're like, you have too much food, he'll just hurry and shove it in his mouth because he knows we're gonna try to take it away. So it's a fine line of us making sure that he feels like he has some independence and control over the food he's eating. Because the second he knows that we're about to take it away, I feel like that increases the chance of him choking. People ask, is that gonna be a problem for him forever? Is he always gonna have to worry about choking?
We don't know for sure. Other people that we've talked to that have had similar issues or circumstances, even, I don't know, after they're older teenagers or even grown-ups, they've all said that they've always had issues with it. They've always had to be more careful with how they chew and drink and
what foods they eat.
Yeah. So it's always going to be definitely an issue.
Actually, I was talking about this with Bodie the other day, and he kind of started crying, and it was really sad. He said, Mom, I thought you said Jensen was gonna get better.
Oh.
And it was hard for me to explain to him, like, well, when you have a birth defect, it doesn't get better. His esophagus is never going to heal.
It's never going to be perfect. It'll get better. It just will never be normal. It'll never be normal.
Yeah. And his development will also improve. So he will start to know, like, oh, every time I eat XYZ, I choke. So don't eat that, or don't, so he will start to be more aware of his body and his needs, and he'll know when he needs to be more careful.
And he's getting better.
Do we expect him to have any more surgeries?
We don't know for sure, but I think we keep getting further and further out of the woods. I'm sure he could have another dilation or something like that, but hopefully not any more full-on surgeries.
Yeah. They said his next big milestone for surgery is when he's like 3 or 4, and it kind of just all depends on if he can run and play and be active and not get out of breath.
Which he can run and play and be active. So far, this kid is crazy. He has so much energy.
Yeah, you guys know his sound that he makes when he's like breathing hard. Yeah, but he makes this sound, and he didn't do it like all summer. He used to do it all the time. He used to do it every single time he was drinking.
Oh, especially when he's drinking.
Yeah. He just used to do it all the time.
Eating.
And he didn't do it almost all summer. Then the second fall hit.
The season's changed.
He's doing it again.
He's always somewhat congested, and I think that's just partially because his trachea is kind of messed up and he can't get the...
Like his chest sounds rattly, wouldn't you say?
He can't get the gunk out as well.
G-tube update.
Okay, that was fun, replacing it.
Yeah, so we just had to change his tube. We'll show you guys that now. And we've done it multiple times, and every time it feels like we don't know what we're doing. So
and it's scary because you are literally it's not fun.
We are going to change Jay's button. We've got the kit right here. We got the boy right here. So you get the package, and it comes just like this in this little thing. And it tells you like all the information about it, like the size, so you know. This is the button part right here. Ooh, it looks so nice and clear. This one feels different too. They must have like updated how they make them.
You have a new button.
It comes with this little syringe right here. So I stick the syringe right in here. And when I fill it up, this part right here is gonna fill up.
Let's see your button. Let's see it. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, lay down, I'll put the new one in. We just need to get a little cup of water. I'm gonna get this one ready with the 4 mils. Don't touch it. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this lube onto this one so that it'll go in easier. That's the part that always makes me a little bit nervous because I don't want to hurt his tummy.
It's gonna be so awesome.
It will be awesome.
Ready?
Here we
Say,
go.
I am a superhero. I am a super... Holy cow, this one hardly has any water in it.
So it could have come out so easy.
Ready?
Good boy, Jay. Good boy.
Hold still,
All done. All done. It's all done. It's all gone.
That was in your tummy.
Is that crazy?
So I put some of the water back in it so you could see what it looks like when the balloon is more inflated. That's so crazy, right?
The balloon.
The balloon, Jay.
And this one probably only had half of the amount it was supposed to have. It was a little uncomfortable for him.
Is that so crazy, Jay? Jay, show me the balloon. Show me the balloon.
Wow.
Whoa. That was in your tummy.
You want to see it? There you go.
Is that so awesome?
That was in your tummy. Can you believe it?
Balloon is buzzing.
The balloon's flying.
So the G-tube has to be changed about it kind of depends on the kid, but they say every 3 to 4 months. So he was about at his 4-month time frame. Actually, he was a little bit longer. Just depending on the kid's stomach acid affects how often you need to change
how fast they grow.
Yeah, it was traumatizing for all of us. We hate that stotube tube.
Especially for him. Well, it's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
We love it because it keeps him nourished, and or if we need medications that he otherwise can't take by mouth.
He's getting bigger, so it's harder to hold him down to change the tube. I felt like that was part of the issue.
Yeah, and he knew more what was going on. We couldn't distract him well enough. He just didn't care, and he knew very well what was happening.
He has to go through a full flu season without dropping weight before we can discuss taking out the tube. So this is his flu season that's like really critical, that he has to stay healthy and keep his weight up. We've kind of been slowly weaning him off of the feeding tube. We don't use it very much anymore. Yeah, we're trying to switch his calories to all by mouth. We have been trying to not use it. We've been weaning him from it, and we're hoping that he can stay healthy this winter, and I think he's going to. Yeah. The next thing is he does have a really big appointment on Monday at primary, so that's coming up really soon. The bummer thing about the appointment is that I have to go by myself because it is COVID and only one parent can go. Those big appointments are really emotionally and physically exhausting for both of us, so I hope I can remember all the right things to say, but I'm going to ask all these things. I'm going to ask about his G-tube. I think we're going to have to start his breathing treatments and his like chest therapy again, because just like we were saying earlier, he just sounds so junky, and he has since the
for
fall.
a few weeks.
So I think we're gonna have to like increase the therapy there, because last fall we did therapy. He'd basically take an inhaler every morning and every night, and then we'd do like this tapping on his chest. And we didn't do it all summer because his chest and lungs sounded really good, but I think we're gonna start doing his chest therapy and his inhaler again, so that we can make sure that his lungs stay really clear and healthy through the winter. But I mean, really overall, we aren't expecting any big things happening. I mean, we made it through October, which is a huge deal, because if you guys have been following our story, you know that in 2018, he had his big airway collapse, and he was in the hospital for 9 days. He was in the PICU for like a week, and which is the pediatric ICU, and it was really scary. He ended up having to have a big emergency surgery, and he had RSV, and he was a really sick little boy.
It was bad.
And then last October is when he had his big choking incident with Derek and the cheese. And it was the same thing. It was really traumatizing. We ended up down at primaries. It was just a rough, October has been a hard month for him. But this October,
we made it.
We made it. So, I mean, he is making progress. And I have to remind myself, like when we have something happen like yesterday, when he choked, okay, I know this is really discouraging, but he is doing better. He's doing better. He's making progress. And our number one goal this winter is to just keep him healthy.
Amen to that.
He's doing good though. I mean, he's jumping off everything. He's repeating every single thing in the whole world.
He is talking so much.
Oh,
and it blows me away, the things that he sometimes says. And then he doesn't just like say it in 3 or 4 words. He says the entire sentence.
He'll say 10 words in a 10-word sentence.
It's crazy to me.
Like little birds in the water, but aren't big strawberries.
Yeah.
He's such a good talker. He's smart. He's funny. He's
just always happy.
Imaginative. Hey, who's that? Are you a puppy?
Movie.
There's the real puppy. Murph, you gonna go in?
Puppy.
I always joke that he's like a little magical baby, because even though he's really not even a baby anymore, which is really sad.
He's our baby.
He's our baby. He just brings so much joy, like pure joy and happiness to us, and I feel like to everyone. Like he's just
everyone that knows him.
He's just a really special little soul.
I want to go squeeze him.
I know.
want to go give him a hug.
I know.
But when I was putting him to bed tonight, we give him this drink mix. It's a formulation meal type of a powder. This drink that he gets, packed full of nutrition. And so I always tell him that this is going to make him strong. But before I even did tonight, he goes, "I'm going to be strong tomorrow." I love the way he says tomorrow. And then he says, "When I wake up, I'll be a superhero."
No, he's so cute.
Because he's going to be strong after drinking that nutrition.
He's so cute.
Yeah. He loves putting on that cape and just flying around the house and jumping off of everything.
Yeah.
We can keep him. We're gonna keep him healthy and out of the hospital, but you better not break a leg.
I know.
Anytime soon.
You really better not. The way we feel about him, that's how the girls feel about him. Bodie feels about him.
Everybody adores him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't sleep as much, but 3, 4 in the morning, he
ends up in our bed.
Yeah, he ends up in our bed, I don't know, 3 or 4 nights a week. And it's funny because Bree will be laying over here, I'll be over here. He'll have his head or feet there and head or feet here. Like he lays perpendicular to us.
Yeah, he'll be like this way in between us.
And both of us are pretty much falling off the sides of the bed just so he can touch both of us at the same time. It's so cute.
We're sure loving the time that we're having with him. It's pretty
If you haven't
fun.
noticed.
I mean, we just have been talking about him for like 20 minutes.
We talk about our other kids too. Don't
kids, if you're
worry.
watching, Jensen is not our favorite child. You're all our favorite. Jinx.
Child. Jinx, stop. You owe me a Coke.
Hopefully this was a good update for you. If you have any other questions, head over to the community tab. You guys can ask them there, or you can find us on Instagram and message us with some of your questions. We hope that we can make sure everybody knows what's going on with them. So
Is that all the questions? Do you have any favorites? I've said my favorites.
no, those are my favorites too.
We share those same favorites.
No, everything's
It's all the same.
everything
Everything's
he
favorite.
does is my favorite. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.
Good night.
Bye.